Good afternoon. It's Tuesday, July 2nd, 2019. I have off today, so I'm making some healthy meals for myself so that I can feel good. I've had a pretty hard time eating. I've actually always had a hard time eating from, just body dysmorphia to depression and anxiety to control, ever since childhood and stuff. Sugar has always been a safe thing for me and pretty addictive, so I've been trying to cut back, but it's hard being summertime, and I love ice cream. So, I'm really trying here. I've been going to trauma therapy, and that's brought up a lot, which is helping me consolidate my trauma so I can really try to process it a little bit better, and hopefully, we're all somewhat permanently damaged from things we've been through, but there's, I believe, ways to process those traumas so that we can cope in different ways. And farming has been that for me, and it's been a really great eye-opener for me, and literally like a, I don't know if I'm making up a new word, but like a rooter, like instigating that growth in a way, and also showing me a lot of things in its own way. A lot of it positive, a lot of it negative too. But anyway, I love food, and I appreciate plants so much. We all have our own rituals and things that we go by, but I feel like I haven't really found my ritual yet, and my schedule of care. I've always been pretty lazy or just not feeling good, and it's not like I don't ever cook for myself. I do as much as I can, but there's a lot of times where I feel guilt and shame about not more, because I feel like I know better, and it's just like I have the best access to the best food ever. So yeah, right now I'm chopping up some scallions and scapes that I found in my fridge that are still so amazing. I'm not even sure how old these all are. Maybe, I don't know, we haven't had scapes in at least a few weeks, so it's just amazing getting organic, fresh, local produce. It lasts a long time, way longer than what you might get at the store. You don't really know how long it's been there, and how far away it's really coming from. Call that food miles. So my intention here is to make an olive oil kind of dressing soaked with the scapes and the scallions to get that flavor out. A little vinegar too. And let that kind of sit while I'm chopping my radicchio. That is also I put this in the fridge a few weeks ago. Accidentally forgot about it. Sorry, dude, but it's still so beautiful. pretty hungry, so I'm gonna keep snacking on some peas that I got that are also a few weeks old and still amazing. I think I might shell them and put them in this salad, but I don't know if you can see them. My hand's in the way. Oh! No, you can. I'm just being silly. I'm just gonna eat these. So, today there's a solar eclipse in South America. These peas are so good. There's a solar eclipse in South America. We have a new moon in Cancer today. We're all feeling it, I think. Cancer, you know, it's a water sign. Really intense flow, really deep. You know, during the summer solstice last week, we're all feeling it. Everybody's having some kind of intense thing going on, and there is a shift happening, and truths are really being revealed, and it's really up to us to try to notice, appreciate, show gratitude, and like be aware of some patterns that we might have. So I just really wanted you to look at that. That we have ingrained in us that we might not even be aware of, that it might just not be conducive to our growth and our being anymore. And it being the new moon, it's a fantastic time to really set new intentions and manifest new ways of being for your heart, your life, what your strengths are, what you can really flourish in, what you can really put into this world that you're meant to do, and take care of yourself at the same time and show yourself love. Get a bowl of cookie. My kitchen's kind of small, but got a little bit of space. A little bit. So I'm going to chop up this radicchio really small, really thin. Radicchio is a little bit bitter, a lot bitter to some. It's a little bit sweet to me right now, but it's really great when you mix it with like balsamic vinaigrette and like maple syrup or honey. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just doing a little choppy chop of the radicchio. Radicchio is a little bit of a bitter, but this one friend that we have that comes to market, Gabrielle, she's such an inspiration. And she says that this radicchio makes her blood feel good, and I have to say I completely agree with that. It's just like, I don't know, it's like a shot of endorphins or something. Just like, and also these colors that you're eating, the purples, they're just really good for you to ingest. Eating colors like this is just extremely beneficial for your body. Oh my god, it's like such a queen. Like me. I did a summer solstice retreat with my good friend Kimmy and the Twisted Monkey Studio in Rockledge, PA. And we did this really, really amazing I am walking meditation outside at the spiritual center called Cranoliath, which is about 15 minutes away from Rockledge. And it's a really safe spiritual center for people to hold events and workshops and all kinds of things on this really beautiful piece of property that has like vegetables growing and a really beautiful pond and trees, and the Lenape inhabited it there at one point, and it just has a very pure integrity to it. It was so amazing. So we were outside walking around the property and just seeing all the native plants and the birds and the bees and the dragonflies and everyone. We were saying, you know, we are a reflection of everything, and everything is a reflection of us. So, you know, seeing a beautiful bee on a flower, you are that flower, you are that bee. So walking and saying, I am lavender, I am calming, I am purple, I am beautiful, I am buzzing, and embodying that reflection. It was really cool. I loved it. I highly suggest anyone to do it. Walking outside. Here's my radicchio, cut really nice and small. Ooh, I know what I'm going to put in this olive oil scallion and skate blend. Lime. Lime it up. Lime it up. Oh, popped on me. Popped on me. I want this color, yellow and green. The heart chakra, the solar plexus, the crown, and ethereal chakras, the radicchio. Got to get it all out, you know. I don't waste anything. It's a little zest. I don't have a zester anymore, but I'm just gonna chop a little bit off there. Yummy essences. Sorry about my phone. Beep boop boop bop bop. And I wish I had a little bit of ginger. I do have some growing outside that I got from Roots to River, but I want to wait. I want to wait. So I'm going to put a little turnip in there. Hopefully they're still okay. Yeah. Hooker eye turnip. So sweet, has a little bit of a bite. You can have them raw or sauteed or roasted. High in antioxidants. Yeah. Yeah, I'm into this. Today I cleaned a lot, which I don't usually do. I try as much as I can, but I always put myself down because I don't really have like a regimen I go by, because I'm just not really an organized person, and you know, I'll try and then I'll just gradually stop. You know, things happen, life happens, and you have to take time, and that's okay. Trying to be really gentle with myself and just like help myself as much as possible, help my fiance as much as possible. So I slivered up these hooker eye turnips in little like discs, and then I lined up like 3 at a time and like cubed them up. babies. Pure white light. Turn it. I think I got some fennel. Yeah, I do. I know it. I'm gonna put it in there. Oh, I got kohlrabi and Napa too. I have kohlrabi and Napa too. Put just a little bit in. Alien baby. Also a brassica. Everything's been a brassica. Well, no, I'm lying. Kohlrabi, Napa, Hakurei turnip. Those are brassicas. They're in the brassica family. Radicchio. I don't know if I'm getting this completely right, but it's a chicory. Fennel is an umbilifer. And scallions and scapes are alliums. So I'm eating a lot of different families here, which I feel really good about. I'm also gonna put some fennel fronds in there. They're surprisingly sweet, but not like licorice sweet. I don't know. I really don't like licorice. I think it's disgusting. But fennel, like, I don't know. It just has like fresh fennel, like little fennel like this. It's little babies. They just have such an amazing flavor, and I love roasting them too, and they just like become like butter, and you put like lemon on them. Oh my god. I could like, you know, I could actually just toss this up and roast it too if I want to. I actually do really want to, but it's hot, so I don't really want to put on my oven. So I'm going to make this into a salad and cut some steak into it so I can get some protein. You know what I mean? I do all this kind of stuff at the market when I'm working on the weekends at the Rooster River Market. But I like hardly do this for myself, which is like silly, but it's a pretty common theme for people that are in the food world, that they make all this great stuff but then like don't always have the energy to do the same thing at home. You have to like really make an effort, which some people are really good at and I'm not always really good at. But Alex is great and he supports all my food stuff and that feels really good. Kohlrabi, you have to peel it. It's pretty easy. You can use a peeler or a knife. Just be careful. Tastes like broccoli, but like apple texture. High in antioxidants. Lovely flavor. I love it. Kohlrabi also, like, I don't know, I feel like it's an abomination to like even think about cooking it. It's just so delicious raw. I mean, it's really good roasted too. I just like why bother? It can be a little farty, I guess, but I mean, I'm about that, so I don't really care. Make sure you're always cutting away from yourself, not towards yourself, and hold the base of your knife really firmly with your knife up here, or like this is actually better. But so you want to have more control, but I always have to correct myself, because if I cut myself, I'll literally die. I hate it. I'm a big baby. A big one. Oh, I've got this over here. Cool. So same thing I did with the turnips, like little 1/2 inch or inch discs. And then I can cube them better. This is something that you can make, you know, I don't know. It's really already been 20 minutes? Damn. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Darn. I guess time flies when you're having fun. You can make a big bowl of this ahead of time and then just like have it in your fridge for a few days. It's not going to go bad. You know, oftentimes things like this, when it sits longer, it gets better and getting all those flavors in. And don't forget to put some salt. If you're sodium sensitive, you can use a lot of lemon zest, lime zest, or lemon and lime juice or vinegar to kind of like mimic that salty bit. I really enjoy that. Even though I love salt too. I mean, like, gotta have salt. So I'm gonna mix up this baby with my olive oil. Sorry, I spoke down. Salt, pepper, maybe some coriander outside, and mint. And that's it. Toss it up with some steak, chicken, goat cheese, feta. Super healthy. You can totally cook roast cabbage, anything, or radicchio, but like heartier lettuces like that, or, you know, cabbage isn't a lettuce, but greens like that can like sit, as long as they're like in a coated dressing or brine. It's a really easy snack, and frankly it's really pleasing to your system, because like it's so hot and we sweat a lot and stuff, so it kind of feels good to have that like salty zestiness, you know? So thanks for listening with me. I'm going to toss this baby in and cut up some steak and eat, because I'm starving. Thanks for listening to me. Bye.